JamesPWomack, Machine That Changed the World, The Story of Lean Production. Welcome to the world of lean production, a revolutionary approach to the automotive industry originating in post-war Japan. In A Machine That Changed the World, JamesPWomack explores how Toyota, with its groundbreaking Toyota production system, reshaped the landscape by offering affordable vehicles of exceptional quality. You will learn the key elements of lean production, including its influence on individual worker productivity, inventory management, design techniques, supplier relationships, dealership practices, and global operations. As you embark on this journey, prepare to challenge conventional automotive wisdom and discover how lean production has revolutionized the industry.
The rise of lean production. The automotive industry underwent a major shift in the early 1900s when Henry Ford introduced mass production, revolutionizing the manufacturing process. However, by the 1950s and 60s, American-style manufacturing had spread worldwide, resulting in inefficiencies, high wages, and union power. This led to the emergence of AG Toyota, who studied Ford's manufacturing practices and found ways to make them more efficient in the Toyota production system. By delegating autonomy to assembly line workers and encouraging a culture of continual improvement, Toyota was able to increase production speed and reduce waste. This gave birth to the lean production movement, which has since been widely adopted across various industries, providing better products at lower costs. The fundamental ideas of lean production are universal and can be applied anywhere by anyone. Toyota's lean philosophy. Toyota's lean philosophy, based on engaging and skilled workers and just-in-time inventory management, revolutionized the car industry. In the 1970s and early 80s, Western assembly plants were plagued by waste, inefficiency, and disengaged employees. Meanwhile, Japanese factories produced high-quality cars in half the time with fewer workers. In 1984, General Motors partnered with Toyota to reopen a California assembly plant, where workers received training in lean methods. The experiment was a success, and GM became the world's largest automaker by 1990. Other North American plants followed suit, narrowing the gap in productivity and quality between American and Japanese automakers. Ford's adoption of lean practices led to the world's most efficient plant in Mexico. While Japan maintained a lead in luxury cars, European defect resolution processes resulted in inferior cars compared to Toyota's production process. Lean production is now spreading worldwide, proving that Toyota's philosophy can work anywhere. Building more efficient manufacturing processes. The lean production approach centers on efficient and effective organization and management processes whose benefits transcend those of automation and robots. Key to its success is a close partnership with suppliers that's focused on collaboration and mutual benefit rather than bargaining and adversarial tactics. Production systems that focus solely on automation and robots do not account for the whole of what makes a factory more productive than traditional mass production methods. Organizing and managing workers differently contributes significantly to the lean approach's success. This includes eliminating layers of hierarchy, empowering workers, and mobilizing teams. Trust is a key factor that underscores all efforts to improve organization and management processes, leading to a culture of constant improvement. The lean approach to production features four fundamental differences from mass production methods. Firstly, leadership is centralized and empowered to make fast decisions without needing too many consultations. Secondly, teamwork is cultivated, including specialists from across the business, who commit to seeing the project through to the end. Thirdly, communication is channeled through a single design leader who coordinates efforts to reach agreement with all internal stakeholders. Lastly, Japanese firms practice simultaneous design development that enables work on both equipment and materials to start much earlier than the traditional approach. Japanese firms have perfected these four advantages, allowing them to change models more frequently to keep pace with changing customer preferences. This innovative approach has made their automotive industry leaders for decades. Though their R&D spending is lower than their counterparts in the United States and Europe, they file significantly more patents and bring more patented innovations to market. A critical component of the lean production process involves partnering with suppliers. In Japan, automakers deal with just a few hundred suppliers arranged in tiers. These suppliers work with Japanese automakers to reduce costs throughout the life of a contract, with benefits split evenly between both parties. By creating long-term, mutually beneficial relationships, Japanese suppliers guarantee just-in-time parts delivery, lowering costs, and reducing floor space. These partnerships are based on trust and continual improvement. The Western system features thousands of suppliers who bargain with automakers to get the lowest price. These suppliers often tender money-losing quotes to win a contract plan to recoup profits later on. The Western supply chain has matured with a few manufacturers shifting towards lean supply chain management, yet the partnership agreements remain adversarial. In summary, lean production system success is anchored to effective organization and management processes, unlike mass production methods that rely solely on automation and robots. The four fundamental differences between the two approaches emerge through leadership, teamwork, communication, and simultaneous development. Additionally, cultivating long-term, mutual partnerships with suppliers is crucial to reducing costs, improving quality, and ensuring efficient production processes. Toyota sales approach. North American car dealers often have a transactional and adversarial relationship with customers, whereas Toyota salespeople build long-term relationships by joining the company straight out of college and undergoing intensive product training programs. Toyota dealerships also regularly consult with customers and offer full services, including free repairs. The Japanese production process is fast, flexible, and lean, enabling customers to order custom cars delivered within 2 weeks. Global operations in the car manufacturing industry. This book suggests that global operations that take advantage of enterprise economies of scale are more beneficial than manufacturing cars in a single country and shipping them worldwide. The author cites Japanese firms as successful examples of this strategy. Joint ventures between American and Japanese automakers are not recommended, and instead, automakers should integrate global operations into one personnel system and information platform while allowing decentralized decision-making. The benefits and challenges of lean production. Adopting lean production can bring significant benefits, including cost and time savings, and improving employee engagement. However, a shift from mass production to lean production is a slow process. It could take decades due to the deep-rooted resistance to change, particularly in unionized industries. Although change often flourishes in crises, as seen in the case of Ford, companies like General Motors and Chrysler failed to adopt lean techniques despite underperforming plants. Japanese firms in North America thrived using lean processes, while those resistant to change suffered job losses and plant closures. The Lean Revolution. Lean manufacturing focuses on efficient production with minimal overhead, prioritizing work on the shop floor and empowering employees to make complex decisions. The lack of traditional hierarchies means decision-making happens where the work is done. The challenge for a lean world is overcoming resistance from mass production corporations, but the industry needs a deep crisis to prompt change. The adoption of lean processes is critical for survival, and those bailing out the auto industry must insist upon it. The question remains whether the Japanese or Americans and Europeans will lead the lean revolution.
In conclusion, Machine That Changed the World offers valuable insights into the transformative power of lean production. Emerging from the crisis-ridden 1970s, Toyota's lean model proved successful in seizing the market with high-quality, affordable vehicles. Key aspects, such as empowered workers, just-in-time inventory management, supply chain partnerships, communication, and process-driven sales approaches, have shaped the automotive industry and challenged Western manufacturers to adapt. Furthermore, the lean model has implications beyond the automotive world, with potential benefits across different industries and sectors. However, implementing lean principles won't come easily and may require a significant crisis to facilitate the change. Regardless of the hurdles, the lean production era promises potential rewards, improved efficiency, and a better future for those who embrace it.